Okay, hello everyone. As I had promised, World of Programming has gone live today. So today I'm going to talk about the lookup function, the VLOOKUP function, which many of us might be using. Okay, now what we can do is we can add various functionalities, or we can use this VLOOKUP function in different ways. There are of course certain drawbacks to this function also, which I would be letting you all know. And for a detailed information about lookup functions and how we can remove its drawbacks, you can always message me personally, and maybe we can connect on some other time. So today we are going to only have a look at VLOOKUP function, how do we use it in the correct manner, and what are its drawbacks. So starting with the explanation, basically the VLOOKUP function is used to search for values in a table. So whenever you want to search, if you have a lot of data on your Excel sheet, loads and loads of data, and from this data you want to pick up a certain value. Now what happens over here is, let us say, if you can see my screen right now, I have the roll numbers of certain students and they are not in order, they are all randomly located. And from here, using the roll number, maybe I want to fetch the student name. So what I am doing basically over here is that I am searching on the basis of one column and I am picking up values from another column. Okay, so you search on the basis of, let's say, roll number, and you pick up values from the student name column or from the total column. Likewise, let's say you want to search for the employee ID, and based on the employee ID you want to fetch his salary, or you want to fetch the number of leaves that he has taken. So that is the concept of VLOOKUP, where you search on the basis of one particular column in your table. That one column should have unique values, and depending on that you are fetching values from the other table. Okay, so now let's understand how do we use the VLOOKUP function in general ways. So let's say I want to search for roll number 1, and depending on this roll number I want to fetch the student name. So we write equal to, we write VLOOKUP. Now there are certain parameters that we need to give to this function. So what are the parameters that we need to mention? First is the value that you want to search for. So the value that I am searching for is located in this cell B16. So I click here, comma. Second is the table where I want to search for this value. So basically I want to search for this value in this table. So I'm going to select the table till here. The third value that I have to put in is the column index number, which means that if I am searching for the roll number, once I find the roll number, I want to fetch the student name. So student name is located in column number 2 of my table. Okay, this is my table. First column is roll number, second column is the student name. So I'm going to fetch values from column number 2. And the last parameter is true or false. So true means that I will search for an approximate match. Approximate means that it might not be an exact match. I may not get an exact value. It will be an approximate value, a value which is close to it. We will see the difference. And exact match means it will search for exactly that value. Now in this case, of course, we are looking for an exact match. So here you will put in the value as false and enter. So as you can see, roll number 1, the name is Ram, which is what it is fetching. Likewise, if I want to search for the total marks of a student based on his roll number, so once again you will say equal to VLOOKUP. Again, the same parameters. So first of all, you will select this cell. This is where the lookup value is lying. Secondly, you will select your table, which is the range of values where the lookup and the search value is located. Now column index number. Now total is which column? So this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. Total is the eighth column. So you are fetching values from the eighth column. And again, because we want an exact match, so we will say false. So as you can see, the total has been fetched according to roll number 1. Now let's discuss the drawback of a VLOOKUP function. The first drawback is that suppose if I insert a new row or a new column in this table, you will see that this gets affected. Why? Because now the column number has changed. Total is no longer column 8, it has now become column number 9. So because of that, it will affect your final value. So first of all, whenever we have used VLOOKUP function and after that we make changes to your table, we insert more columns, that is going to affect your end results and you will have to go there and make the changes in the column numbers. The second drawback is that suppose if I have the total marks of the student and based on the total marks, if I have to search for the student name, okay, so my lookup value is lying in column number 8, but I want to fetch a corresponding value from a column which is lying behind, okay, which is lying before it, then that is not possible. It will always search for values to the right hand side of the search value, not towards its left. I'll just show you this. So if you say equal to VLOOKUP, now in this case my search value is 368. Once again, this will be my column range, okay, and then the column index number. So I want to fetch values from the second column and I want this to be an exact match. As you can see, you get an error because VLOOKUP does not search towards its left. It will always search towards its right. If I have the name of a student, it will be fetching you the total marks. But if I have the total marks, it will not fetch you the name of the student. So that is the drawback with the VLOOKUP function. Okay, let us move forward and now understand the second usage of this. Now, also talking about these drawbacks, yes, these drawbacks can be removed. In order to remove these drawbacks, we need to use a combination of some other functions which are called as reference functions. So that of course, if you want to know, if you all are interested, you can always message me and we can discuss them further. Let us see the second usage of the VLOOKUP function, and that is to categorize the data in your table. Many a times you have a lot of data in your table and you want to categorize it. When I mean categorize, let's say you want to categorize employees as per their performance. Good, very good, best, average. Okay, you want to categorize products on the basis of their sales. So some products might be having, they are running products, their sales are very high. Other products which are not much in demand. So depending on how much sales has been done, you are categorizing them. So that is how you can categorize your data using the VLOOKUP function. Now again over here, what we will do is we will categorize the students on the basis of their marks in the subject of math. So if the student has scored between 50 to 60, I want to grade him as good. Between 60 to 70 as very good and 70 above as best. So these are my grades that I have mentioned. 50 to 60 is good, 60 to 70 very good, and 70 is above is the best. What you need to do is you need to put only the starting value. Okay, so 50, 60, 70, only the starting values are mentioned and the grades that you want to give corresponding to that. Now let us see how do we apply the VLOOKUP function. So we say V equal to VLOOKUP. Once again, what is the lookup value? So in this case, we want to search for the marks in maths. So we select the marks. Now, where do you want to search for the values? So I want to search for the values in this table. So I'm going to select this table. Third, where do I want to fetch the resultant value? Now this over here, the result will be fetched from this column, good, very good and best. So this is the second column in my table. Okay, please understand over here, though we are searching a value from this table, the search will be conducted over here because we want to pick up the range from here. Okay, and in this case it will not be an exact match, it will be an approximate match. Why will it be an approximate match? Because I will not have exact values of 50, 60, 70. They will be around 50, around 60. So over here I need to select true because it's an approximate match. And as you can see over here, you have got the grade as good. Now one thing you will have to make sure over here is when you select this table, over here it is showing the range as Q3 to R5. The moment I fill this or I take this formula to the other columns, to the other cells below, you will see that the results are not applicable. The reason is, if I just click on this cell over here, you can see that the table reference has changed. From Q3 to R5, it has become Q4 to R6. So this is another concept in Excel which is very, very important, and that is called as the cell referencing, absolute and relative. What we are seeing over here is relative cell referencing, okay, wherein once you move ahead, the cells keep changing. If you want absolute cell referencing, then what you need to do is you need to put a dollar symbol in front of the column name and the row number. So going back to this formula again over here also, I'll put the dollar name because this is the actual cell reference that I am interested in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the formula across. So as you can see, we have very easily categorized the data on the basis of the marks in math subject using VLOOKUP. Now one thing you need to take care of over here is that the categorization that you mention over here should always be in the ascending order. If you change the order, for example, if you write 70 here and you write 50 here, then that is not going to give you the results. So you always have to mention this in ascending order, like this. Okay, so this is the second usage. First usage of VLOOKUP was to search for value. Second usage was to categorize your data. And third usage of VLOOKUP function would be to merge the data. So if you have data in two different tables and you want to merge the tables, you can do that using VLOOKUP. The only criteria over here is there has to be one column which has to be common between the two. So as you can see over here, I have the roll number of the students and I have their first names. And in the second column again, I have the roll number and I have the last name. So roll number is the common column between both of them. Now I want to bring the last names also into this table. I want to merge them. So once again, I'll use VLOOKUP. First is the lookup value. So I'm going to search for this roll number. Okay, that will be my lookup value. Where do I want to search it? So I want to search it in this table. I'll have to give absolute cell referencing again over here, which we will do that. Third, if I find the value, where do I have to pick up the actual result from? So I have to pick up the result from the second column, which is last name. And here again, it will be an exact match. It will not be an approximate match because I want to fetch the roll numbers exactly. So I'll put a false over there and press enter. So as you can see, roll number 9, the surname is Singhania. Let's change this to absolute cell reference again. So I'll put the dollar symbols in front. And now I'm going to drag this formula across. As you can see, very easily I have merged the two tables into one by using your VLOOKUP. So this was all about VLOOKUP functions. If you want to learn more about VLOOKUP and about other functions in Excel, you can get in touch with me and we can learn more. So keep learning, keep practicing. Have a nice day. Stay safe, stay home, take care. And this is it from the world of programming. Bye.